America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We play to win. Let's go!
Set up, HE Gator.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Hit it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Greer and the Panthers set to go first and 10 at their own 15.
Hey, Delta.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I got one. I got one.
Yo, go, go.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare, flare.
Get it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready? 60 or.
Check 53's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage...
Well, now Greer, he fumbled the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill.
Ready?
On third and long, here is Greer. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Under 10. Under 10. Pilot, 64. Weak. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Now.
They're going to go. It's Greer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw.
What we got?
Big rip.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Break.
50 extra money. Get in the weight room.
General West.
Check.
Right. Let go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
At the 45-yard line.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Hey, what's the ball? 5.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You draw Corker.
Brings up 3rd and
2.
Greer on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
number 83. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. We're scoreless after 1.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Down. 8. Reed.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Stanley. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Man, give me traps. Let's go.
Ready, go.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A toss play to Hunt. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stanley under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Come on, set. 60 yards.
53 is Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Hey, Echo.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Greer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They are going for it. Here's Greer. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop.
On 3rd and 2, Stanley. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Bomber, jet bomber. Check. Go.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stanley. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Ready up. Walk against the mic. I got one. Recon, 132.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, Stanley. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
A 50-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. To throw on third down, Greer completes it to Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, 50, plant. Check. Know your job.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check three.
McCaffrey following the penalty. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike, I'm going to come back to you. He's checking. Crash. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Check. Lucky. 49. Check. Look. Squeeze. 5.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Save. Showing up. Check 31.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Greer. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
30 base.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating in the red zone now, Greer. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Greer. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 4th down, Greer. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end J0k. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stanley, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, zoom. 44. Shoot.
Greer. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
61, matchbox, lights. Rock it. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Greer. And that is incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. Got an open man. That's David J0k3r, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, Stanley. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
44's the mic. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shift.
Greer now to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Watch the action.
Now it's Greer. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Big stop, P. Big stop. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,